नमस्ते गुरुजी। जय गुरुजी महाराज, जय गुरुजी साथ संगत जी। मल्टीलिंगुअल ग्लोबल सेवादार टीम की तरफ से आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है। संगत जी, जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं कि पिछले कुछ सप्ताह से बैम्बी आंटी जी की बुक गुरुजी माय फादर के सेशंस भाव सहित दोबारा प्रसारित किए जा रहे हैं। आज हम सब सेशन 2 का सेकंड पार्ट सुनेंगे। इस सेकंड पार्ट में हम लोग पहले रिकॉर्डिंग चलाएंगे 31 मिनट की। 31 मिनट की रिकॉर्डिंग चलाने के बाद धीरजा भट्ट जी हिंदी भाषा में इसी सेशन से संबंधित भाव और अपने विचार व्यक्त करेंगे। गुरु महाराज की असीम कृपा हम सब पर बनी रहे। अब हम सब पहले वो रिकॉर्डिंग सुनेंगे जो कि 2 साल पहले चलाई गई थी। उसके बाद में धीरजा भट्ट आंटी जी के भाव जानेंगे। अब हम रिकॉर्डिंग प्ले कर रहे हैं।
Continue with the chapter. Then Auntie turned to us, and as if Guruji was no longer there, and said that prayer is not about mantra, but about connectivity to the Lord. Mantra comes once you conquer your disability to mind, to get your mind and body to form a dot. And all this while Guruji was listening to her and nodding his head ever so often in agreement. Auntie, please share about the spiritual eye or the dot we are talking about here.
Okay, first I have to tell you that there's two sides to everybody. There's two sides that only we know of, but there are many sides to Guruji Saheb. The two sides that we can talk very often is the side, one is the very simple side, where Guru Saheb Ji would say कि रब बहुत simple है, ठीक है? रब कहते ने कि पहले जब उठो अरदास करो, and this is Guruji ने बताया. I mean, ये satsang is Guruji's own satsang बोली हुई कि रब जी, thank you for such a peaceful night. We all are fine. Forgive us for our sins and please remain with us throughout the day. Okay. Then throughout the day, he would, Guru Saheb Ji had once said to me when, कि जब तू चलदी है, because once we went for a walk and I was going on talking, Guruji said, बहुत ज़्यादा बोल दी. So, and that's when actually मेरा बोलना शुरू हुआ था. But Guruji said, "Hun to jab tu chalegi, you will do Om Namah Shivaya Shivji Sada, Om Namah Shivaya Shivji Sada, Om Namah Shivaya Shivji Sada." But just speed se tu chalegi, utni speed se you will say one leg Om Namah Shivaya, one leg Shivji Sada side. Chalo, मेरा पूरा दिन उसमें निकल गया. फिर एक दफा हम बैठे हुए थे एम्पायर स्टेट में, जोशी आंटी, जोशी अंकल, हम सारे नीचे जमीन पे बैठे हुए थे. After langar, Guru Saheb Ji had gone to have his langar. एंड पीछे से गुरुजी आए, हमें सारों को ना ऐसे टेढ़ा करके ऐसे गुस्से करके देखते हैं और बोलते हैं, मैं धरती मां नू थैंक यू बोलदा, धरती मां सब कुछ सानू देंदी है और तुसी लोग कुछ धरती मां नू थैंक यू नहीं करदे. और जाके थाड़ थाड़ करके ना अपनी सीट पे बैठ गए. एंड आई इट्स शुक्राना टू गुरुजी के डांट के बोला है उस दिन हमें समझ नहीं आई हमारी गलती क्या थी, पर क्या डांट के लगाई थी ना गुरुजी ने उस टाइम बताई थी कि हमारे जहन में बैठ गया कि हाँ जी, हमने धरती माँ का शुक्राना करना. So before every meal is Dharti Maa ka Shukrana and Guru Saheb Ji ka Shukrana. And at the end of the day, Guru Saheb Ji said, okay, before you go to sleep, say thank you. My whole family has come back safe to the house. Please forgive us for all our sins. Meher Guru Saheb Ji. And please stay with us throughout the night. So basically you are, कहते ने रब नू ना कहते और नहीं मैंने एक दफा कहते ने मैं वेला थोड़ा ही हूँ, क्या कहते हैं, मैनू खिंच के रखा करो अपने नाल, खिंच के रखा, मैं सब नू एक जिन्नी ब्लेसिंग्स देना. जो मैनू खिंच के रखता है मैं उसी दे नाल रवांगा ना, जो मैनू याद नहीं करेगा मैं उस दे नाल की करना. So that way. Now the thing about prayer and meditation is that, you know, with all this Facebook and Instagram, what's happening is we all are doing flicking pages like this. So we have a concentration of a second. Okay, we all are actually learning to move very fast, so much so that all of us are kind of developing ADD in a way. ADHD. ADHD. Yes, sorry, ADHD. ADHD. Yes. So, but meditation is exactly the opposite of it. For meditation, you need to slow down your mind. You have to slow down your mind. Imagine you're saying a particular mantra, a particular amount of time, not counting, and you're concentrating either on a certain point on your body or on your breath or on Guru Saheb Ji, whatever makes you do the work. And basically you have to slow it down so much that you can come to a point where your breathing also becomes so slow that you are actually just performing the breathing from your upper chest. Your lower portion actually becomes a stump. Okay. So this is what happens when Guruji used to say that your disability is your mind, which is like a monkey. Don't try to force it to shut down. So Guruji used to say, उसनु भार लगा के रख, उसनु बंद करने की जरूरत है, उसनु चलन दे, उसनु कह तू अपना काम कर, मैं अपना काम करती हूँ. So I had to imagine that there's a circle on top of my head in which where Guru Saheb Ji is, and I am concentrating on him, and all my thoughts which keep poking in from time to time, I attend to them and then throw it out, attend to them, throw it out, till I reach a point where I can just enjoy myself having my conversation with Guruji. It's not necessary that I'm doing the mantra. I'm just having a conversation with Guruji. That's about it. So there's the ability to find a dot, Hanji. The third
dot. Dot is a light, which when we meditate, we see. And as I heard from you that Guruji would say that main light aam. Please focus on this line. Yeah.
The Guru Saheb Ji, like everybody used to say, when you see any of the gods ka murtis, you see everything. Everybody chose a third eye to be like this. But Guru Saheb Ji said, my third eye is here, like this. Okay. And he said, Saheb said that my light is so huge that not everybody can, nobody as such can take it. And that I have to tune down my light so that even you can see my form, that I am light within and outside. And how did I have this experience? At one time, I was hearing this kirtan of, which I said about last time, of this thief who goes and does chori. Okay. And he comes, and when he's going to do chori, jo Baba baitha hunda, usse samne matha tekta hai, jaake Baba kehda ja आशीर्वाद देता ते वो जांदे क्या कहते राजा दे घर कहंदे बाबा ने आशीर्वाद देता है तो मैं राजा दे घर जावांगा वड्डा हथ मारांगा तो आंदे आंदे अद्धा समान बाबा जी दे आगे रख दिंदा है वो सिपाही आके बाबा जी नु पकड़ देंदे ठीक है सूली चढ़ा देंदे and at that time Guruji had told me मेरे नाल बैठ ते मेरे हाथ दबा and I was pressing Guruji's head and in that katha Babaji goes back, I don't know, 101 years or how many years to find out what he did wrong. Also, Suli kyun chadi hai? Because 101 years back, he was a little kid playing with the ant with the suwa. Us ant ki jaan ja rahi thi aur ye bacche ke khel tha. And I started crying and I said, Guruji, what do I know? What I've done wrong in my last janam? How am I supposed to correct it when I don't know what I've done in my last janam? I said, ये जो सिस्टम है ना आपका ये डिफेक्टिव है जो हमको पता ही नहीं लगाने देता है कि हमारे पिछले जन्म में हमने क्या गलत किया. And then you won't believe. Now, where's our soul? Our soul is between our floating ribs. That's why Guruji said. So when you do part, anytime you do part, when you really concentrate it, then you can put your finger on your soul, which is between your floating ribs, and it will respond. It's like having a ET inside you, literally. Okay, so Guruji ke is point se, between his floating ribs, this light came out like this. And I'm sitting niche, and this light, and I couldn't understand where this light was because Guruji was disappearing. And I looked within, and I could see that light within, or whether it was my light that was merging into Guruji's light, or Guruji's light merging into mine, I had no idea. But that is the first time I saw Guru Saheb's light. The second time Guru Saheb made me see his light is when I died and I had an out-of-body experience, because that was the light that attracted me to him and made me go towards him. And the third time I saw Guru Saheb's light was when Guru Saheb would tell me, mere andar ja, mere andar ja. And I couldn't understand. I mean, in tape, Punjabi saying mere andar ja, mere andar ja. What do you mean mere andar ja? And like my Punjabi was really bad. It's not that great now also. So, एक दिन I did अरदास के गुरु साहिब जी, मैंने समझ नहीं आती जो तुसी कह रहे, प्लीज मैंने ना बेवकूफ समझिए, बच्चा है आपका, बस समझा दो. And then I closed my eyes and meditated, and I could feel, I went inside Guruji's ears. I went inside and there was light. And I was like this feather inside. So, Riti, it is not how we say Guruji is light. It is not one sentence. It is not something that can cover all aspects of Guru Saheb Ji. But it is an experience that he allows you, where you will see his light in different forms, and you will see his light. And I pray सारे संगत जो आज सुन रहे सबको गुरु साहिब जी की लाइट के दर्शन हो, because कहते ने चिट्टा जो रंग होता है ना, वो होता है कोरा होता है, मतलब it has no warmth. But this light is not. It's gold and silver. It's white here, and then it's silver, and then it's gold. But it is very warm. It's home. It has a feeling of home, and I can't tell you any other way. मतलब गूंगा क्या समझाए मीठे का स्वाद. That was another thing Guruji used to say. So no, yes.
What reply did you get when you said about the past lives? You said, "Oh, this system's bad."
I didn't get a reply. I did not get a reply. It was just that Guruji showed me the light. That I said, your system is wrong. And he showed me, I am the divine, I am the light. How can my system be wrong? You know? So we have to. And the thing is that after that, Guru Sahib Ji one day just blessed me and opened up 5 past lives. And for the first time in my life, I thought, no, nobody should know their past lives. Because when you see people, their faces can change. Faces only speech change hote, zyada nahi change hote. Eyes remain the same. And I recognize people who've done wrong to me. I mean, everybody has chosen horrible experiences in their life, and I've gone through some. And those people are there in this life. And I do know who they are and what they've done. And it is a traumatic experience, not only for me, but for my family also. And Guru Sahib's system is right. It is better not to know past lives, unless you're somebody who's like Guru Saheb Ji, who can handle 1 million families that you've gone through.
Ma'am, Satyendra, please complete what we were just saying.
What were you just saying? Unless you're very divine.
I said, unless you're very elevated.
Yeah. So his head, ever so often in agreement. Auntie further said that do this mentally, not physically. Lay a cushion, the most beautiful cushion for our beloved Guruji. Pat it with your hands mentally. Take off every crease and straighten it. Decorate flowers one by one, all around the cushion. Then light a lamp and agarbatti, as Guruji light lots and lots of agarbattis and dhoop. Mentally, not physically. Physically, sit straight with hands on top of the other and invite the Lord to come and sit on that cushion. Picture him walking. Imagine the rustling sound of his chola and then imagine that he's sitting on the cushion. Then talk about everything in your heart to him. When you're satisfied, then thank him for everything and take his permission to leave. You've explained these lines moments before, but is there anything you would want to add on here?
So dhoop and agarbatti are very important. Okay, dhoop and agarbatti, when I asked Guruji, why would you want dhoop and agarbatti? Because when Guruji was in defense colony, Jalandhar, there was so much dhoop and agarbatti that you couldn't breathe. So, and Guruji would say, dhoop and agarbatti devon ka khana hota hai, because they don't eat, but the khushbu is their food. It attracts them. It is very important for us Sangat, to have dhoop, agarbatti and diya in the house. दिया शगना वाला होता है, ठीक है,
घी का दिया।
घी का दिया. And then धूप अगरबत्ती to attract all the positive energy, all the positiveness around the world to your house. So even if you dip your wick in ghee and put it on just for a few minutes, like Aisha was in London and there was no way she could do a diya in her, dorms. So we had given her these little ready-made wicks, which she would just put it on and it would go off before she went to school. So these were things to bring positive energy towards you.
So no wonder we talk about Guruji's fragrances all the time.
Yeah. Guruji had beautiful fragrances.
Yeah. Is there anything you would want to share about your experiences with Guruji's
Because it
fragrances?
still comes, yes. Has.
We still get one
We
time,
still
time,
get.
time
Yeah,
to
we
time.
still do get. I mean, this.
The whole
Yeah,
Sangat gets.
yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm sure. I'm sure. 20 minutes will fly by quickly and all prayers will be complete. Praying will become so easy as every bit of you will be alive and together because you are doing everything for your beloved Guruji, which has to be perfect. In your mind, every other thought will wait. You know, there are so many times, Bamby Aunty, where uh, we do a lot of things, and when we sit down to prayer, then it saps so much of energy. I really want you to, because we've shared lots of spiritual experiences, you know, and I can relate to it because when I connected to you in 2010, and I remember we had BlackBerry BBMs during those days, and I would always come up with so many questions. I didn't realize till 2010 that I was a very inquisitive soul. Till the time I would ask you thousands of questions, and just before sleeping, I would ask Bambi one last question. And you know, and you were in the journey, in the process of completing this book, and the only answer I would get, migraine. Goodbye, good night. So I
Shut you up, I'm sorry.
because you know it was just kind of a polite way of saying shut up and go off to sleep. So I would want you to, you know, just share your experiences, and we've all had experiences when we pray, to sit down to pray to Guruji. It's, you know, saps so much of energy, but then we end up in so much of positivity. But then there is so much of the power, or I don't know how to explain this, but please, you know what I'm trying to say.
Riti, there's a lot of age difference between us. So
You have to mention that.
on the other side, you're on the other side, and you have a curiosity of a child. Okay. And a lot of time it was sapping. So forgive me. Well, you opened a Pandara box. Okay. Now, so when Guruji started me with part, I'm going to give a long one. When Guruji started, said, "Acha, hun start doing part." So he would say, "Acha, hun get up at 3 and do Babaji ka prakash." So get up at 3 meant having a bath, na dhoke, prakash karke, come back, and of course you can't sleep. And then by 5:36, the kids would be up and they would be going. And within a week or two, I had these huge dark circles. Okay, so I went to Guruji and said, Guruji, I'm sorry, I'm very vain, but if you want me to do this part, I do not want dark circles. So Guruji decided, okay, this idiot woman, I will not let her have dark circles, which he hasn't let me have till now. And let her continue with the part. So Guruji introduced me to the Shiv Puran. And then there was also the Sukhmani Sahib going on. Then there was the Granth Sahib. That was the whole Granth Sahib is to be read. So it used to sap me. It used to sap me. I could not. And Guruji would say, I reached a point where I told Guru Saheb Ji, okay, when I open the Shiv Puran, I can throw up. I can't open the Granth Sahib and I can't listen to the Kirtan. I can't listen to any of this. And I'm sorry, but Maafi, but I can't pray anymore. I want to be free from this, and I just can't pray anymore, because I did not realize that, you know, with every prayer, it has an effect on our body. And our body does not have that much energy as much as the prayer brings along with it. You have to understand, when you're praying to anybody, because all of us go through our gods before we really zero down to praying to Sai. That Guruji used to say, when my Bhagat prays, okay, then I am responsible for that prayer, for that Bhagat. So then Guruji, because when you start to pray, there's an energy that comes to you. You kind of initiate an energy that comes to you, invoke an energy that comes to you, okay? And that energy has a lot of power. We do not see it, but our body can feel it. Our aura is like a huge antenna, okay? It can feel anything. We don't realize it. And that is how Guruji's energy also used to come to us, through our auras, to our bodies. So at that time, Guruji said, Acha changa hai, you stop all prayers and you start listening to Hindi songs. Mainu Hindi gaane vich te Punjabi gaanea vich dhoond. Oh, let me, 1 second. Okay, so every Tuesday I used to go to the Bada Mandir. That was my day to clean. At 7:30 I would go. By 12:30 I used to be there. And when I used to go, I was in Friends Colony then. I would listen to Kirtan all the way and reach there. So that day I decided, chalo, Guruji kehte hain, there is no coincidence. So let me switch on the radio and see which song plays. So I told the driver, ke na aap radio on kar do. Kehta, nahi madam, Kirtan nahi on kar. Main nahi, aaj radio hum sunenge. And this song plays. If I can get it to play. 1 second. And listen to the words. My desire, take me higher, Okay, so for me, Guruji is telling me, you're my treasure, Soni. Okay, which is such a high. Okay, wow, Guruji thinks so great of me. And I was like, wow. Bamby Singh to urgi, wah, 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 wah. I am the treasure, I am the Soni. But you know, Guru is Guru, and Guru's depth is something you cannot understand or fathom. Okay? Listen to the next line.
I think you have to recite us because it was not that clear. So you have to sing those lines for us then.
It's also my request, Bamby Aunty, please.
Yeah, chalo.
He says, so I wrote down the lines, you know, because I had a feeling this one is going to come up. It says, Aja, Aja, Mai, me dhoondu hi akhiyan. Okay, when Guruji decided to change his chola, then Raghurai uncle said, Hun 80 aadmi the aurat sare hi widow ho gaye. Understand? Whether you're a man or a woman, you have lost your husband, you have lost your master. And this is exactly how everybody's condition is. Tak tak rawa ai de shakiyan jogan banke pal pal mein tarsu. ठीक है, मिल जाओ तो मिल जाए दुनिया. I mean, for all of us, he is our dunya. ठीक है? And that is how it is. I mean, it is such a naughty song, but it is so beautiful that till today, I mean, but बताऊं एक चीज, अब क्या हो गया? अब जितने पंजाबी और इंग्लिश सॉन्ग्स और हिंदी सॉन्ग्स है ना, अब तो गुरुजी की तरफ चल गए हैं, except Diana Ross ka. Yeah, except her songs, all songs have become Guruji wale songs, romantic songs khatam ho gaye. So that was my journey, that was my release. So all my Punjabi songs, I would find him. All these songs, I would find him. Sahib was everywhere in all these songs. Then when the time came right, he said, oh, okay, back. Then the meditation started. Then the prayer started. And that is perhaps another chapter, but that is how this journey was. And at that time you said, yeah, I used to get very tired. I could not take the energy of the prayer. I could not take the energy of the whole movement because my body was not ready. So Guruji would say, a glass pani apne, whether steel ka or silver ka, put a glass of water next to you when you do your part, because the glass will pick up all your prayer, all your energy, and it will become amrit, and you will feel better after that. Now Guru Saheb Ji had, मतलब वो एक लाइन में कभी नहीं बोलते थे कि ये चीज है ऐसे, ये चीज है ऐसे, ये चीज है. You had to kind of put all 2-3 things together.
Puzzle.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, the whole.
I mean, he would never say कि अच्छे जाओ, ऐ करो, वो करो. He would, it was always in riddles and circles and hints. You had to understand, which was not easy. I mean, many things we did understand then, and after 20 years today, we say, oh, Guruji said that. This is what it meant. It's taken us so long, he used to say something in passing, literally in passing, and you would dismiss it कि ऐसी passing में Guruji ने कुछ कह दिया, but it all had a meaning. His words were never there was always a weight. They were never empty words.
Like Guruji used to say, "ए दुनिया ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਣੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ." Means you are here to control the world, not the world to control you, and that you can heal yourself. Okay, so for the longest time, for at least 20 years, I've been thinking, Guruji says, you can heal yourselves. How do you do it? How do you do it? And you will not believe that just yesterday, our Ayurvedic came over and he was talking about how our DNA makes everything. How, Guru Saheb Ji cheeze bol dete the, but sometimes we needed the practical side of it to really understand what Guru Saheb Ji was just in passing saying. Like this glass of water.
Yeah.
Like this glass of water. Okay. So he told us that he had a patient whose father had some chronic disease and passed away. And now the son had the chronic disease and the son had started fading away. And there was no ilaj for it. So he told him that ek kaam karo, ek glass pani ka rakho, Guruji ka naam yaad karo, har roz wo pani piyo aur koi dawai mat khao. Okay? 30 days, nothing happened. From the 31st, 32nd day, things started to happen. So it turns out that when we, like Guruji always said, positive things, good things, bolo, achhe cheezein karo. When we say things which are positive for 40 consecutive days, we actually form our DNA. Now, this is the practical side coming out after 20 years, okay? We form our DNA. If we say, hi, meri maa ko cancer tha, ab meko hoega. Hi, meri maa ko cancer tha, ab meko hoega. If you're doing that all the time, you are actually inviting the cancer into your DNA. You're not only inviting it into your DNA, but all your generations that are there. You're inviting it in their lives too. So something so simple Guruji said so long ago, कि glass pani da rakho, amrit ban jayega, but did not explain what it was. Today we understand what it was, what it is, and how all of us, can change our lives. But then somebody around here will say, "Acha, fir sanu babe di ki zarurat hai? Asi khud hi change kar sakte hain sab kuch." But that is not how it is. You see, Guruji has a game plan for each one of his sangat. We are all of different calibers, different understanding, different stages of development spiritually. And we met somebody after Guruji decided to change his chola. This, like I said, we were always open to Sant coming into our house. We had this Santani who came to our house and would say, I understand. At that time we were going through a very, very bad time. And he said, I will pray for you and I will take care of you. And we just said Shukrana, 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 because we already had Guruji. So one day around 12 o'clock at night, she calls up and said, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਾਫੀ ਮੈਂ ਵਾਅਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਠ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਖੇੜਾ ਛੱਡ ਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ I will destroy them. He did not say I will destroy you. He said I will destroy my own bhagat, because whatever part she was doing was not according to the game plan or the planning that Guruji had done for us. So in that plan, whatever that plan Guruji has made for all of us, he's allowing the Sangat to explore what the body is about, what this electrical wiring inside is, and how we can develop. Because Guruji has said that one day my Sangat will be able to communicate telepathically without opening the lips. So we have to progress to that point. And that is Guruji's way of bringing his Sangat together also.
To elaborate on that point, that telepathy, I and Bamby Aunty were, since morning, we were trying to get in touch. Our calls didn't connect. We wanted to discuss how to go about it, because since it was an interactive session also. And I was calling her, the normal call didn't connect. Then I called her on WhatsApp, it didn't connect. And she sends me a picture of peacock. And she tells me, let it be. Bamby Aunty, I think I'd like you to come up with this. The whole thing that was happening today.
So we were deciding how to go about it, because before satsang, Riti was getting nervous and even I was getting nervous. But Guru Saheb Ji had decided that was not going to be our day. So Riti was sending me pictures of peacocks, unke vede mein aaye hue the, and I was sending her pictures of peacock jo mere vede mein aaye hue the. And we just said, chalo chhado, Guruji apne aap ko sara kuch sambhal rahe ne, wo jo chahange ohi hoega. ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੋਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਅਗਰ ਗਲਤੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਮਾਫ ਜੀ
Maaf. And then again I was trying to send her a voice note in the evening, and I could hear the peacocks squawking, so many peacocks squawking at the same time that I could not even hear my own voice, what I was sending to her.
She only sent peacocks squawking, that's about it.
Yeah, so peacock itni wo bang rahe the ki I could not even hear what I was sending the voice note, so it failed again. So then we decided, okay, let's leave it and let's just let it happen in a flow.
Whatever Guruji wants.
Yeah.
जय गुरुजी महाराज। ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवजी सदा सहाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवजी सदा सहाय। गुरुजी को प्रणाम, सारी आई हुई संगत जी आप सबको प्रणाम, सभी को जय गुरुजी। तो आज हमने हाउ टू प्रे, प्रार्थना की विधि, इस अध्याय का दूसरा भाग सुना, पढ़ा और जाना मानसिक पूजा का महत्व, कि कैसे गुरुजी ने चहल आंटी के द्वारा बैम्बी आंटी को मानसिक पूजा करना सिखाया। मन को बस पूरी तरह से गुरुजी में मग्न कर देना है, लीन कर देना है। गद्दी भी मन से लगानी है, उसकी सिलवटें मन से हटानी है। धूप दीप अगरबत्ती करके, अरदास करके, गुरुजी का आवाहन करके उन्हें विराजमान करना है। फूल लगाने हैं उससे पहले, और फिर एक बार गुरुजी विराजमान हो जाएं, उनका स्वागत करके दिल में जो बात है वो गुरुजी से कह देनी है। क्यों? क्योंकि भीतर का पात्र खाली करना बहुत जरूरी है अगर गुरुजी की कृपा के योग्य बनाना है स्वयं को। भीतर के पात्र में न जाने क्या क्या भरा होता है, तो वो सारी नेगेटिविटी, वो सारी बातें, सारी उलझने, सारी दुविधाएं सब निकालकर गुरुजी के सामने पेश कर देनी है मन से, ताकि वो मन का पात्र जो है वो खाली हो और गुरुजी उसे अपनी कृपा से भर सकें और पोषित कर सकें। और प्रधानता फिर से भाव को ही दी गई है, डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन को ही दी गई है। कैसे शुक्राना और क्षमा याचना प्रार्थना का बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा है। शुक्राना गुरुजी कि आप आए, शुक्राना कि आपने मेरी हर बात सुनी, शुक्राना आपके आशीर्वाद के लिए। गुरुजी फिर से जल्दी आइएगा, क्षमा कीजिएगा जो भी गलतियां हो जाती हैं मुझसे। और दूसरी एक इतनी सुंदर बात कि कैसे गुरुजी ने बैम्बी आंटी के पाठ, पूजा, प्रार्थना के तरीके को एक किस्म से रिवायर कर दिया, जैसे आंटी कहती हैं कि उन्हें शिव पुराण, गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब, सुखमनी साहब पाठ, इन सब से जब पाठ करना मुश्किल हो गया उनके लिए, तो गुरुजी ने उन्हें बॉलीवुड के गानों में उन्हें ढूंढने के लिए कहा। उन्हें चलते चलते ओम नमः शिवाय शिवजी सदा सहाय, एक कदम से ओम नमः शिवाय, दूसरे से शिवजी सदा सहाय, ये करना सिखाया। और एक बार बॉलीवुड गानों से जब गुरुजी को लगा कि अब वो वापस तैयार हैं मेडिटेशन में, पाठ में, प्रेयर में आने के लिए, तो वापस उन्हें उस तरफ को गाइड कर दिया। तो सब कुछ गुरुजी पर छोड़ना है। गुरुजी जिस रास्ते ले जाएं वहां पर उनके हुक्म से चलना है और वो अपने आप गाइड करते चलेंगे, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। और फिर हमने सुना किस तरह से प्रेयर के टाइम अमृत बनता है कि ग्लास में पानी चांदी का नहीं हो तो कोई बात नहीं, स्टील का ही सही, लेकिन अपने मैट के साथ उस पानी के ग्लास को रखना है और हमारी शुद्ध भाव वाली प्रेयर से और गुरुजी की कृपा से वो अमृत बन जाता है। और उसके बाद उसे ग्रहण करना है, खासकर जो बहुत जल्दी थक जाते हैं, क्योंकि जैसे कि आंटी ने बताया कि जब सच में हम मन से, पूरे प्रयास से और पूरे भाव से प्रार्थना करते हैं तो वो हमारी ऊर्जा को खींच लेती है, थकावट पैदा करती है। तो इतनी सुंदर सुंदर बातें, भाव वही कि शुद्ध भोला भाव, गुरुजी के प्रति प्रेम, गुरुजी से डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन और गुरुजी के हुक्म का पालन करना, जैसे जैसे वे मार्गदर्शन करें बस वहीं पर चलते जाना। भूल चूक के लिए क्षमा संगत जी, भूल चूक के लिए क्षमा गुरुजी। आज्ञा लेते हैं संगत जी। जय गुरुजी, जय गुरुजी, जय गुरुजी।
धन धन गुरुजी महाराज। संगत जी, हम सब ने धीरजा भट्ट जी द्वारा बैम्बी आंटी जी की पुस्तक गुरुजी हमारे फादर के सेकंड सेशन के सेकंड पार्ट के संबंधित उनके भाव और विचार सुने। बहुत ही गूढ़ भाषा में जो संगत है, वो जो समझ नहीं सकती है, उनको सरल भाषा में इन्होंने बताया है धीरजा भट्ट आंटी जी ने। महाराज की असीम कृपा इन पर बनी रहे। साथ संगत जी को गुरु महाराज की कृपा हमेशा बनी रहे। अब हम महाराज से आज्ञा लेंगे।